wonderful day today to be together on this warm, sunny Canada Day celebration. It wasn't a warm day back in 2004 when I was in a flight planning room and I listened to a conversation between a pilot and a junior pilot. The senior pilot was named Kim, and he was not only a senior pilot, but he was a check pilot on a wide-body aircraft. So his income was very high. In fact, he was taking a few shots from the lesser-paid pilots below him, and his reaction, I thought, was interesting. Here's how it went. He said, "You're right. I got a phone call from the bank, and I got to get down there because they're saying, Kim, you got too much money in the bank. Our safe is overflowing. There's cash everywhere, and it's all yours. You got to get it out of here." He said, "I got to get a bigger wheelbarrow. I got to carry that wheelbarrow full of money all around town because it's just falling out everywhere I go." Was it effective? It certainly resonated with me, and I thought there were two lessons there. The first one was that it totally diffused the sarcastic, jealous, petty comments from the lower-paid pilot. But more importantly, he was providing himself and all of us a message of vision in our mind. You can visualize that wheelbarrow full of money falling all over the place. And when he tells himself that, he's telling his subconscious mind. The funny thing about our mind is we have a conscious portion and we have a subconscious portion. And we know our subconscious is much larger. It's capable of doing all sorts of things, our autonomic senses, whether we perspire or get adrenaline or we take action, whether it's a quick reaction for fear or maybe a longer-term reaction where we decide something, we're going to take up golf or we're going to light a cigarette. Anything that we do comes from our subconscious mind. The fascinating thing about the subconscious mind is it doesn't know the difference between truth and fantasy. Let me say that again. A subconscious mind doesn't know any difference between truth and fantasy. I want to demonstrate that for you right now. I want you to all imagine for a moment. You're a bit thirsty. Please don't grab your water. I want you to imagine that someone passes you a segment of very ripe, delicious citrus fruit. A beautiful, juicy segment. And you pop it in your mouth. Visualize that right now, please. Squeeze that juice down on you with your teeth and feel it explode inside your mouth. The juice is flowing full of flavor that is actually stimulating all of your taste buds, your nose area, and you're feeling totally satiated. In fact, the flow of that juice is flowing around your mouth so much that all you can do is to stop from drooling. If you visualize that, can you raise your hand if all of a sudden you felt just a little change in your salivation? So your saliva went up. Now, isn't that interesting? Because, as far as I know, there is no juice in here. There's no fruit at all. So our body reacted to an image that you put in your mind, a visual image of sound and sight and smell, and your body started to react. It started to produce that juice. Isn't that interesting? And it doesn't matter. Your subconscious didn't care. It's going to take it in at face value, whether it was truth or fantasy. If we could go further with that, I want you now to imagine your feet flat on the floor. And I want you to imagine you're sitting at the edge of a beautiful beach, and your toes are in the water, coolly lapping up around your ankles. A warm summer breeze is there because you're on a vacation, a fabulous vacation, one that you really deserve because you've become totally successful in everything you've done. You are in a state where every time you breathe in, you're enjoying the salt smell air and realizing that you have total control, that you are in a position of absolute high self-worth, you have no worries, you are well loved, and you have a total abundance. I'd like you to come back now to the room. Please, come back. If you're back, I would like to suggest that you could do that anytime you want. You don't need to be wealthy, you don't need to go on a vacation, you can do that at any time you like. And I want to ask you, how many people do you know who have these limiting beliefs? These beliefs that you can only make so much money. I only deserve so much happiness. I'm too old to start an exercise program or take up a new sport. I've got too many other problems in my life. Every time we put a lid on that, we are sending a message to our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is now building a story around that, an image. And then we will start to react. Our body will start to vibrate and move towards that image and limit ourselves where we go. So what if any of us instead imaged a bigger wheelbarrow and imagined all of that money flowing in, or all of that happiness and fulfillment, all of that courage that you need to go into your public speaking, or that challenge to take on something else, whether it's a new fitness regime, or meeting new friends, or anything else that you want for comfort. These are images that we can create in our mind, and I challenge each and every one of you to take that image and build it as high as possible, because I can promise you, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a wheelbarrow full of dirt or a wheelbarrow full of money.